You've heard the headlines that rates are up, the market's down, but here's what no one's telling you. In Portland, Oregon in 2025, it's shaping up to be one of the best times to make your move if you know where to look. Stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how higher mortgage rates are creating opportunities in one of the most competitive markets in the country. My name's Tom Baker. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you never miss out on any of my game-changing real estate content. And if you'd like to buy, sell, or relocate anywhere in the Portland metro area, all my contact information is below. You can call or text me anytime. Why interest rates are actually creating an opportunity. Interest rates are hovering around 6.86% as of today's date right now. That's high, yes, but it's also cooling competition. So if you're a buyer out there, you're not going to be involved in as many bidding wars as you were a few years ago or in a few months when everybody's looking to move. Sellers are willing to be a little bit more flexible. Now, we're seeing price adjustments across the Portland market for motivated sellers that are out there because they're no longer holding out for over asking offers. There's also fewer buyers, which means you can actually take your time to inspect, negotiate, and make a smart move, not an emotional one. Lending programs are evolving too, with creative financing options now available to counteract the rate pressure. So you're probably wondering what is really happening in Portland with home prices. The first thing that we have to do is we have to talk about numbers. The home prices in Portland are up 4.4% year over year. And that's sitting at a median price of around $522,000. But what's more interesting is how long the homes are sitting on average. We've gone all the way from 60 just earlier this year to 32 days on market. Many sellers are listing above market value and reducing within 2 weeks to sign that negotiation. So it's back on the market. In some neighborhoods, you're seeing as much as over $1,000 price correction from last year's highs, which means educated buyers can find a solid value, especially with fixer-uppers on properties that need cosmetic updates. If you're a buyer out there and you're looking for a winning strategy with a high success rate, I got one for you right now. So you're buying in 2025. Here's what you need to focus on. You need to get a pre-approval with a great lender who can offer rate locks or rate buy downs. You need to target homes that have been on the market for 30 plus days where sellers are likely ready to maybe negotiate a little bit more versus where they were at before they listed it. Use contingencies wisely, especially with inspections and appraisals. Now, rate buy downs, you've heard a lot about that because that's a way to save yourself some money. You can save hundreds a month because some sellers are willing to even cover the cost, but you got to bring it up and you got to negotiate it. Look into local grant programs in the Clackamas County and Portland markets that possibly help cover down payments and closing costs, depending on whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're in a different section. Also consider multi-generational properties, which are huge value adds, added rental property income potential that you have there as well. Now, if you're a seller, you might want to learn, like, how do I attract serious offers? You got to be strategic. You got to price your home right. That's probably the most important thing now than it's ever been before. Consider staging and making small upgrades, especially if you need the curb appeal, because curb appeal is what it's all about. Buyers are cautious with rates, making your home the easiest yes in their search history. So homes with pre-inspections and flexible showings are outperforming similar listings. If you have energy efficient upgrades, buyers value that cost-saving features when budgeting for higher monthly payments. You can even do what my favorite is, which is offering a 1-year home warranty where you can give buyers the peace of mind and nudge them towards the listing. Now, there's some Portland neighborhoods that are on the watch. If you want to play this market smart, here are 3 areas that I have that you should definitely be watching. One, I've talked about it before in other videos. The Lents is a very great area. It's affordable. You have major infrastructure improvements that are also coming up. You got the Montevilla Great, which is for first-time home buyers. It's also a little bit below the median price in the Portland area. And you got out in the Clackamas County is you got Milwaukee. You got a favorite among remote workers and young families that are just getting started. All 3 of those neighborhoods have seen consistent investment and revitalization projects. The transportation access, new coffee shops, and small businesses are making these spots more livable than ever. Watch for the ADUs, those accessory dwelling units, if you're not familiar with that term. They're perfect potential for adding additional income or for family flexibility for those in your family that need to keep costs down. Now, my final thoughts on how to win in 2025 is whether you're buying or selling, the market favors the informed. You need an expert like myself to help you go out and do that. The fear of higher interest rates has pushed some people out of the market. A lot less than what you think, though. But that's exactly what creates your window. So be prepared, be strategic, be local. I help clients every week identify off-market deals and hidden value properties. This is where I help clients every week identify off-market deals and hidden value properties. This is where your edge is. Real estate isn't just about the interest rate, it's about the negotiation power, the timing, and that local knowledge. Having a solid game plan before you start looking or listing makes the process smoother and far less stressful. If you're thinking about moving, buying, selling, relocating anywhere in the Portland market, all of my contact information is below in the description. You can call or text me anytime. We can even sit down and have a free strategy session and figure out what's going to be the best plan of attack for you. And we'll tailor this plan so that it makes the most sense to take the pressure off you, all backs, and just clear the path forward. My name's Tom Baker, your local realtor here in the Portland metro area. Thanks so much again for watching, and on to the next video. Have a great day.